For a brief moment between 2013 and 2014, a movement that has struggled with significant image problems for most of its existence almost seemed to have somehow become an inevitable and entirely natural part of early 21st century zeitgeist. For a brief moment, feminism seemed fashionable, pervasively popular even. But as Time magazine discovered at the end of the year when they asked their readers what word they would like to assign to the dustbin of history, even at its recent peak, feminism still had a massive image problem. A fact that the not exactly impartial Fawcett Society even begrudgingly acknowledged the following year when it revealed that their largest ever survey of women and men's attitudes, conducted at the very height of the fourth wave resurgence, found that only 7% of people across the UK identified themselves as feminist. To put that into context, that's 27% fewer people than believe in ghosts, and 28% fewer people than believe in angels. And almost exactly the same number of people in the UK who, according to Fawcett's same poll, don't support or believe in equality between men and women. That other 7% includes almost as many women as men. But for the sake of simplistic convenience and gendered stereotyping, we will call them male supremacists. Numerous research projects, including Fawcett's own, show that the vast majority of the general public do generally agree with the general messages that feminists generally appear to champion, and that they certainly agree with the simple egalitarian principle of equality and fairness for all. But interestingly, in 2014, a major psychological study into support for social justice causes also reported that people already inclined to favour feminist causes were actually less likely to do so after coming into direct contact with actual people self-identifying as feminist activists. In other words, the more they were to learn about what actual feminists actually think and how they can sometimes stereotypically behave, the less inclined they were to support their movement. Feminism has, of course, traditionally been understood to be most simply a movement for female equality. But the further and wider this confident new generation of assertive network feminists have promoted their message via social media, the more they find themselves encountering criticism, pushback, and accusations of promoting rhetoric that often feels a little petty, mean-spirited, vindictive, exclusive, exclusionary, censorish, and more than a little man-haty.
And the more I've spoken about feminism, the more I have realized that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop.
Can't you see it too? There's an elephant in the room.